I saw the trailer for a Naija Christmas on Netflix and laughed. And I thought, I'm going to have to give this a go. Unfortunately, all of the entertainment was in that one clip, and the rest of it, for me, was a disappointment. Now, I will be honest and say that I was quite surprised to see the rating on IMDb as being 4.5 out of 10. It's not a great rating, certainly not the worst, but definitely not great. Because I just assumed that it was a good film because it was kind of high recommended on Netflix, which made me think a lot of people had seen it. I don't know, maybe a lot of people have seen it and just not liked it. So I'm not actually sure if this is a good film or not, and I will explain what I mean by that, but I'm basically going to be talking about cultural differences. This film was released this year in 2021, and in the clip on Netflix, it explains quite clearly that this is about this mother, a Nigerian mother, who has decided that one of her sons, she has three sons, all are fully grown adults, whoever gets married first will get the house. She will leave the house to them and their wife and their imminent family. These three brothers then, in theory, set about trying to find the person they're going to marry because they all want this house. And that sounds like it would have been really funny. You know, three fully grown adults just desperately trying to find a wife or to come up with a way to manipulate the situation because they all want the house. And the mother character seemed great. She seemed really entertaining in that clip, and to be honest, of all of the characters, she was my favourite and she remained my favourite. I really enjoyed that performance throughout. I thought the character was very well written. She came across for me as the main source of the comedy just because I loved the way she spoke. I loved kind of the dry humour and how much she just did not give a toss about certain things. I thought she was brilliant. The rest of the characters were mediocre, not very well developed. I have no issues with any of the acting, and I feel like some of the character behaviors were believable, but just not very interesting in the slightest. And I didn't laugh once after that. You know, that clip is the only time that I laughed. Now, I have to admit that there are obvious cultural differences. There may be quite a lot of humour in this that's Nigerian. You know how certain cultures find certain things funny and they have certain styles of humour. If you've never been to Scotland and you're not Scottish, Scottish humour is coarse and abrasive and it will probably scare you. So there may be a lot of things in this that are actually funny, and I just, because I'm not that culturally aware of Nigeria, it didn't mean anything to me. If you are Nigerian, or you know, you've lived in Nigeria, I'd love to know if that's the case. But for me watching it, I didn't get anything out of it at all. Clearly the 4.5 out of 10 on IMDb suggests that it's not that great of a film, but maybe it just has a specific target audience. I was very happy to give it a chance, even though it's not the usual kind of film I watch. It seemed like it would be really good. I thought it would be entertaining. The best of the film is in that trailer on Netflix, and that is never a good thing.